Hi there, this is Mark, and I am just outside of my hotel. I just got back after another full day, 6 a.m. start time, with some workout with Craig and Jenny D, and then I did some yoga with the group, and then some awesome speakers at this mega success event with JT Fox. And now I'm adding in a little drop of spiritual practice with the Golden Present, daily inspirational readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda. And this is the reading for November 18th. Yes, I'm on the 18th now. And this, the topic, wear the mantram as your armor. This is a question and answer. Question, would you please give us some advice for what to do during those times when we are more aware of the devil inside? And Swami Satchidananda says this: be careful. Watch every one of your actions. At the same time, look for help. The devil is powerful, no doubt. You cannot handle him by yourself. If you say, I can win over him, you might fail. So it's at such times that you say, God, I cannot do it by myself. I need your help. Think of God more. Pray sincerely. Repeat your mantra more. If the devil knows that you are calling for help, he won't just stand there. He knows that you are calling somebody greater than himself. He knows that he is in trouble. He wants to save his life. The mantram is your help. Shout it. The mantram is your protection and a shield around you. Wear the mantram as your armor. There's no greater power than that. It's the devil against the divine. But you must have that kind of confidence. If you don't have that confidence and you still shout, the devil knows that. You should be totally confident in what you are doing. The devil can read your mind. He knows how strongly you are calling, how sincere you are. If you have faith, even the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Wow, it sounds very, has more of a religious spin to it in a way, but I do know that in the spiritual practices and in yoga and Hinduism, that it's understood that the devil is really our ego. It's not some horned, person in red, or red person that's in some hell. It's actually in this part of our own psyche, the part of our own mind. And so when we talk about the devil against the divine, it's really both parts of us, knowing that the divine is also within us. So it's something that is, when we take it in that way and personalize it rather than thinking of it in this other context that might be conflicted because of some religious context, we just think of this as the devil being the part of us that is accustomed to desire, to more of an addictive impulse towards trying to satisfy a craving of the lower energies, thinking that happiness is on the outside and we have to try to find it or buy it or steal it or do something to get it, versus the divine self knows that the happiness is within and that we're just trying to uncover and unblock the things that have caused it to be blocked. And I like how he says here, be careful. Our minds can get confused at which one is the one for us to be listening to. Sometimes the ego is speaking really loudly, and it seems like, well, that's the thing I should do then. So loud that it's making it impossible to hear some of the subtle messages from more of the divine self or the highest self that knows, like, this is the right thing that you should do, but I want to do this, but this is the thing I'm really feeling. Well, which one? So you want to be careful to know which one you're going to give into. But ultimately, like Swami Satchidananda says in a lot of these other readings, if you make what feels like a mistake, or you trip and fall, it's God's will. Some part of you knows that there's a lesson in here. Some part of you knows that this is guiding you towards waking up, being able to recognize that some part of you is asleep. And, if you do end up listening to this part of yourself that leads you down a dark path, there's an opportunity in that. Rather than thinking, again, something is going to take us down or take us away from what we're meant to have happen, there's some other higher force going on there if it ends up needing to happen that way. But that's why I love some kind of daily practice that keeps us closer to what we feel is our truth. I think the farther we get away from something like that, some kind of a practice that reminds you and that is kind of helps bring up your truth. The farther away you get from that, the more likely you are to listen to that ego part of yourself that is just hungry and craving for that outside satisfaction. You'll start to give into that because it can start to seem more attractive. We aren't strengthening that muscle, that knows that there are other options. And in here he's talking about the mantra being something that helps. Pray sincerely, repeat your mantra more. Think of God more. So it's that, again, a tuning into something that keeps you on your path, whatever that is for you. If it's a mantra or prayer or thinking of your highest self or God, maybe it's for some people who have a family. They think of their family and that keeps them attuned. It could be, your business or your employees or something that's helping be like an extra tool or a stepping block so that you can make your way there. Sometimes on our own volition it can be difficult, but if we can have those other things that we kind of rely on, at least temporarily, then we can know that we can do it, we can build success. But you have to have that kind of confidence. If you don't have that confidence and you still shout, the devil knows it. So you know how that is when you, if you're not feeling confident, there's that part of you that doubts, and it can become strong. So you want to work on that. And that too, for me, is something that I get to build with my practice on a daily basis. You see these incremental changes, and when that happens, it builds confidence. So, and that eventually, I think, kind of trickles into all areas of life, not just what happens on the yoga mat. Okay, so that's what I'm going to share. I'm going to call it a day now. Thanks for being a part of this 365-day video project from the Golden Present, and I'll see you next time.